they're facing.
How are you sustaining? It seems like the problem is not new. This has probably persisted for a year now.
Yeah. See, I will tell you what happens. See, in our segment, basically speaking of computers, see, it is not only the selling that matters. See, there are guys like us who sell to corporates, and there are a lot of various industry verticals. You have networking, you have laptops, you have desktops, you have servers, you have system integrators. See, the field is vast. It is not only retailing.
Right.
So that is how we are being able to sustain. But the onslaught can be tremendous. And I think the days for the mere box pushers are definitely numbered. So that is where the anxiety is.
So days are numbered. Mr. Anand Rao, you're the president of the association. What are the measures that you're really taking up? And if you can really tell us, stores shutting down, what's the losses collectively that you've observed in the city of Bengaluru itself?
Yeah, before I get into answering your question, I would like to give a detailed account of, number one, the history behind the concerns and the panic. Number two, what movement or protests or agitations are being planned across the nation.
Right.
And what is the concerns and big perils in store for the entire trade across the state or across the country in future if the corrective actions are not made. Coming to the brief history of concerns we have, what is the origin, we would have been very happy, we would have welcomed the online aggression, e-commerce aggression, provided their growth is based on the virtues like technology revolution they are deploying or the exceptional logistics strengths they have. We would have definitely welcomed their aggression in the trade. But unfortunately, their survival or their growth or the way they are flourishing is mainly because of the predatory pricing they are offering. Predatory pricing, according to Competition Commission of India, which is a judiciary body of Government of India, what it says is any product or service one offers to the market at a cost which is below his cost price with an intention of eliminating the competition or minimizing the competition. Here the desperation to eliminate the competition is widely seen. This is the concern. If the level playing field is there, if the competition is on a fair play ground, then the business could have been different, equally and rationally spread across the communities. Coming to our trade, it is a very vast trade comprising of people making 1 crore turnover per annum to 300 to 400 crores per annum. As Mr. Sridhar, our secretary, said, people are into retailing, they are into showrooms, people are into system integration, they are into enterprise solutions, covering a wide range of solutions into cloud offerings, virtualization, networking, telepresence, audio-video solutions, all related to IT. It is a history of 3 decades nearly, the contribution of this fraternity, what all we belong to, it is there. We had seen practically the IT explosion in India, or in Karnataka specifically, where we belong to, with the hard work and slogging of the dealers, system integrators. This is number one. And normally the funding that comes from external agencies, be it FDI or VC capital funding, these fundings normally go into CapEx, capital expenditure, or OPEX, operational expenses. But it is very ironical that these fundings are used for discounting. This discounting happens anywhere between 12% to 30%. It is very amazing. The desperation or the desperate efforts towards acquiring this market share seems to be basic modus operandi of this e-commerce market. They want to gradually get consumers addicted to the e-commerce ordering, online ordering, and they want to enhance their market share. I agree, rather most of us agree that today the offline fraternity where we belong to, the market share is more. It is more than 85% and 15% at the most we are losing to the e-commerce trade. But the way at which their aggression is growing, the funding is coming in, the OEMs, the brand owners are pampering them, the brand owners are looking at a extended reach by way of this e-commerce. Home segment, students, individuals, These are the niche markets where they are seeing some extended reach.
Right, right. So
This
brand
is the thing.
owners are using it literally like a platform to advertise as well, other besides
They want
providing.
to have a
pumping up
cake
their
and
sales.
Eat it too. That is what the logic.
Yes, yeah, have the
No-
cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Now our concern is against three agencies here. One is brand owners, OEMs like Hewlett Packard, HP, Lenovo, Asus, Dell, Toshiba, etc. There are quite a few products which are sold predominantly online. This is one, OEMs or brand owners. Secondly, our protest or agitation is against the OLS market, asking them or demanding that they should be very reasonable on the pricing. This kind of discounting should not be affecting the offline market. And to some extent, the government also can take onus, like CCI, what I said, Competition Commission of India. It is a body exclusively set up to eradicate or eliminate the unfair trade practices. And
Right.
we have submitted already enough of proof by way of documentation on how they are offering predatory pricing. And even another impact is state government, the taxes, great tax escape is happening. We had also submitted some enough of
So
documentation
the
and
taxes
proof.
that you are entitled to, the online domain is not?
See what's happening, one more ironical fact is, none of these e-commerce sites directly do billing to the consumers or customers. They are not supposed to. According to FDI Act, they are not supposed to be directly involved in retailing.
Okay,
They are not billing.
right.
They are going to third-party merchants, sellers or resellers. They pack, pick up, courier. Very satiric portion is the so-called hyped, technologically acclaimed e-portals are in no way less than a courier company. Courier companies we do respect, but their function is not as glorified as it is being done today.
Yeah.
The hidden dangers, we definitely endorse to the fact that consumer, if he is getting a better price, there is enough of reason for him to buy.
No matter how much anybody says, I will still buy a product that is 100 rupees cheaper online than against a retail store. So consumers, customers, not to be blamed. In fact, we are trying to take in callers to see if there is if Bengaluru is still conservative enough to go back to retail stores and buy, touch, feel the product and buy the product from the store, or if they are more comfortable sitting at home, being lazy on their couch and having it delivered right at their doorstep. In fact, to all our audiences there, do you prefer shopping online or would you rather visit shops to buy your favorite products, and why? Please call us and tell us on 080-2236-030004 or 05. We have one caller. Before we come back to you, we have Harinath calling in from Malsur. Go on, Hari.
Good evening, madam.
Yeah, good evening. Go on.
Today I had come across an incident in Burma Bazaar. They had ordered the JBL Pulse one speaker, Bluetooth speaker,
Okay.
and when they opened it and found it, it was fake.
Oh.
So they're cheating. That came from Snapdeal.
Okay.
So in one more also, there showed me a video where they had ordered a mobile and they got a empty box of mobile from Flipkart.
Oh my
So
God.
this is the state of affairs. What is happening? They're cheating people. See, one part is they're giving the good price. The other part is they're also cheating. I don't know. This has to be put into some monitoring. Otherwise, normal people, lay people will be taken for a ride.
Absolutely, Mr. Hari. What do you have to say about this entire issue of retail shop owners in the city and in fact across India, really crying foul
Yeah,
against
madam,
pricing on the online domain?
Yeah, because today it is the world of internet.
Right.
It's the world of internet, so people want to shop, avoiding all these hassles of moving around.
Right.
So when they find it at a good price, then definitely they'll go into it. As the other gentleman was saying that there should be a healthy competition. So both survive parallelly, not at somebody's cost. as you said, it creates unemployment and everything.
Absolutely.
So I feel he's right. So there should be a balance.
Do you still resort to the conventional way of going to stores and picking up your products?
Yeah, sometimes, madam. Sometimes if we don't get in the online, we have to surely go to these people. Otherwise, there is no alternative.
Okay, so you're still saying if you don't get it online, you'll go to retail outlets.
Yeah, definitely, madam. We can have a hands-on feeling of the product. Here, you might see something, color or anything, or product may be different.
The experience that I've had with online domains is most often than not, it's deceiving. Like I could just never possibly. I've never got a product that is exactly what they claim online. When it comes to my doorstep, it's something else altogether. I've had a couple of experiences, and I'm off online, not discouraging people who shop online. I'm just giving you my very personal experience.
As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're a regular Facebooker, you will see so many people have put up that if they order apples, they get lemons. I mean, see, that is sort of comments are being already made. But that one, I mean, it may not be a regular, but it may be a one-off situation. But the thing is, in case of a retail store, you see what you buy.
Absolutely.
But in case of an online, you have to buy what he sells. That is where the difference is.
Yeah, very well said. Yes, yes.
Exactly what Sridhar was telling. There are few things which you will really miss in online. Okay, one of the thing is touch, feel, hear, and then experience the things. If you want to go, even today in India, a country like in India, people if you want to go buy vegetables also, you want to go first to see. What do you call in Kannada Panchendriya?
That is being sold on.
No, 1 second. What do you call in Kannada Panchendriya? That is what see, what you smell, what you eat, taste, what you hear, and what you touch and feel. Definitely that is required in India for everything. Even if you buy a bindi, you will just first remove the tip and check whether it is fresh or not. Okay? And if you want to eat something, first you will smell and see whether the dosa is good, and then you want to eat.
Just like what Mr.
Exactly.
Anand
Exactly.
said,
Okay.
that
So
India is a price-sensitive market.
In this kind of market,
and ideally, we expect Indians to go to the shop, see, feel, and think 100 times before they pay their money.
We Indians definitely prefer that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely prefer that. Okay. That doesn't mean that we are against online, as our president said. Okay. Definitely, we want to even people to be online also. That we'll also be on the part of it. Okay. Only thing is level playing should be there. They should not be funded by some foreign government. Just exactly what Siddiq was telling, same East India company, what it did in long centuries back, should not repeat once again here in India. Okay, it's the time that we should go out and do this in some other country and try to get them back. Okay, whatever we lost to British, we should get it back. Not that we should lose once again in this battle. Okay, so what I want to say is, see, I had an experience. See, I'm the treasurer for this, and also I have a shop from 22 years. I have lot of multinational customers. Okay, I have lost big accounts which used to give me crores of rupees orders every year. Big companies, I don't want to name here. Okay, big companies, they are buying everything in online. If not, they'll do one more thing. If I go to the government segment, what they do now, they will compare with the online price, and they'll ask me to give at the same price with all the terms and conditions of Government of India. Can I able to deal that? No, I cannot able to do that. Okay.
How I want to? I mean, me and our audience wants to know what's it there that is really giving this kind of gap? How are online players really evading, escaping all the troubles of paying taxes, of giving products at terrible discounts like 30-40% discount? How is it possible? You're saying they're being funded by foreign companies. Is that true?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I mean, there is a question of this FDI into retail, but according to the information available, directly these companies are not being funded. That is what we were given to understand earlier. Now what happens is they have got their subsidiary companies, okay, which are being funded from outside. Okay, that is where the entire thing goes berserk. See what happens if you go by Flipkart's annual report. Last year they had a turnover of about 1,782 crores, for which the loss was somewhere close to 380 crores. See, such kind of a loss, I mean, which is unexplainable. The other thing is
it true or is it just?
I don't know. It is. I mean, any shareholder can get. As a matter of fact, these things are in public domain now. I mean, you can go into their site and then, get into their P&L and balance sheet.
Is there another way that they can really bring up those figures? Or
I will tell you what happens. See, the entire economic model or the business model is basically on what do you call this, capitalization.
Yes.
So now today what happens is they go on making losses, they get better and better funding. So now what happens is it is the number of hits which takes place into that e-portal. Okay, so now what happens, I mean, every month on month, lakhs and lakhs of new customers are getting in to their portals and then making a buy.
Yeah.
So what happens, maybe, I mean, 2-3 years down the line, Flipkart might sell and make profits and then go off. And some very much bigger, like Amazon or somebody, will then buy them off. It is as simple as that. The business model is different.
Yes.
See, but a small retailer, he is in the trade to eke out a living. That is where the difference is.
You say unemployment, this could be really threatening, it could lead to serious unemployment. Isn't that, on the other hand, I mean, sorry to say, but on the other hand, isn't it creating employment as well on the online sector, or is it no match?
As a matter of fact, the skill sets, that is where the entire thing comes up. Now, in case of a retailer, for example, all of us will have about 8 to 10 people. See, 2 or 3 maybe delivery boys. The rest of them are people who assemble computers, who integrate computers and things like that. In case of an online company, I see you will have only delivery boys, as Mr. Rao was saying. Yeah. Most of these companies are like courier companies. They're only shipping products. What matters here is the logistics and the back office. Right. That's about it. So the number of jobs lost will be huge. See, across India there are about 60,000 dealers. If each of them on an average are employing about 10 people, it is a whopping number. I mean,
so you're saying there is no match to the online
absolutely
sector
not,
and the retail?
absolutely not. So we are employing people who are less skilled and then training them. I mean, this will definitely never happen on an e-commerce site. Definitely
absolutely.
not.
Well, let's quickly take in a caller. We have Harish calling in from Bellandur. Go on, Harish.
Yeah. Hi. I would like to make a comment from the customer point of view.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I do agree that this is actually impacting the retailers, the brick and mortar stores. But that I would like the retailers also to be little more innovative. Like I have recently read that the Future Group has got into a tie-up with the Amazon Group for this complete supply chain management. So I would also urge the retailers to come up with such innovative plans and make the business more competitive rather than finding fault with the retail companies itself. And also the second thing I would like to mention here that I really had a very bad experience with one of the retailers. I wouldn't want to name it, but it was a very bad experience. So I went to the shop and I was asking these guys, and I was trying to know the best price, and I just as a matter of fact mentioned that this is available at a lower price online. So the shopkeeper was really rude and asked me to really get out of the shop and just go to online and buy. So these kinds of things prompt customers like me to just go to online and buy. And moreover, these kinds of the returns and all are also very easy. So if you go to a shopkeeper, he will not be really, he will not make my work easy. If I find some fault with my mobile or something like that, it will not be easy for me to go to a shopkeeper and get my work done. But it is pretty easy if I buy it online. I simply have to say return, and the the courier boy comes and takes it for the return.
Right, Harish, I think that's where you need to really show some sensitivity to the retail shop owners, because you must understand the frustration there. If someone's asked you to probably leave the shop, it's because, where do they get the money to probably pay their rents, pay their employees, and even feed themselves for that matter. So there must be a fair play. I think all of us here agree to that. There is no debating on the fact, because at the end of it, it comes down to, making sure that everyone coexists. It's not like you have a monopoly in the industry. You need to coexist. Thank you, Harish, for joining us and sharing your views there. We heard one consumer there, an ardent online buyer. Clearly, anybody you ask on the streets would say that I prefer buying online. So he said, be creative. I think I definitely agree with Harish as well. What is the next step for you, sir, if I could ask?
Yeah.
So how creative are you going to be, and what's your request to the government as well?
Yeah, I agree with Harish that he was hurt, and maybe if Harish is expecting the creativity in the form of a better pricing, that is not possible. I will give you a brief background on how these people are able to offer better pricing. A product available from the market at 30,000 rupees, say for example, the e-tailer advertises the price of that product as 26,000 rupees. Even though he is sure that he is buying that product, say a laptop, at 30,000 rupees, he advertises that price as 26,000 rupees. He buys that product at 30,000 rupees, his landing price is 30,000 rupees. He makes the seller directly bill and deliver that product at 26,000 rupees to the consumer, whoever had ordered.
Yes.
So that 26,000 rupees, whatever the e-tailer collects, he gives back to the seller after deducting the commission of that e-tailer company, and balance 4,000 rupees, it will be given in the form of a check or cash to the seller. This is the well-researched fact how this predominantly trade goes.
Okay.
So 30,000 rupees product, when Harish goes, obviously he has to sell at least 30,000 rupees, 100 rupees,
Yes.
even if he has to make 100 rupee profit.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the product is online advertised as 26,000 rupees. This is not only the reason for how the parity in pricing exists. In fact, the grey market is totally missing. It is not all there. The IT hardware trade is a very well organized trade across the country today, with lot of MNC national distributors in place. The imports are very much regularized. There is no escape of any duties. And there is sporadically seen parallel imports. The parallel imports also had significantly stopped after the trade got stabilized. But unfortunately, we are seeing these parallel imports through custom evasion or commoditizing that product under a different category where duties are less. They import at those products at those prices. Now, the e-tail market is making a way for so many products to get into India, which had not gone through a proper duty structure.
Yes.
And these are coming in the market. Nevertheless, we agree, if the consumer gets the product at a better price, he is welcome to buy at that price. Our point is not at all against what their belief or contention is that. But there are a lot of negativities involved. Any OEM, the brand owner can offer guarantee or warranty on a product which is coming from the legitimate channel, which had come through their importers. But there are a lot of possibilities these products are coming from the channels which are not within the domain or the import zone of these people's thing. The services for these products will be bluntly denied.
Yes.
That is one thing. There is another danger. Lot of refurbished products are coming in, which are returned to the vendors or the third-party repairers. These products are repaired and they are repacked in original condition in the boxes.
Oh.
They are again sold into the market.
My God.
So these are the products available. Original product which may work for 6 years, these products may work for 1 year, 1.5 years. By the time warranty would have been over. Its life cycle has terribly reduced. This is one more way where the customer might get into a
cheated.
problem.
Can I ask you a very layman question? I mean, I might sound like a child, but can't retail shop owners buy it offline and sell it at the same price in your store? Drum roll. Is that possible?
I mean, you buy online and sell offline.
Yeah, I'm just asking, what's the possibility?
I think a couple of these things have already been tried out.
Okay.
I'm not saying no. See, because there is a particular product in Lenovo which was available at abysmally low price online.
Okay.
And a couple of dealers have bought it and resold it and made their money. I'm not saying no.
Okay.
But what happens is, I mean, it is going to be for a very short while and
Yes.
it will not sustain.
It's not long term.
Definitely not.
They won't give you volume. Basically, the volume, let's say hard drives. You want 50 hard drives. They will be able to build only 5 online. So they will track you. They will say that they will cut your this one to 5.
Okay.
They will
So
not
they are
give you. So
tracking
they
the-
don't want to
It's
service.
not a wholesale business.
yeah.
They wholesale
They
quantity
don't
will
encourage
supply.
wholesale. So they want direct customers. They want direct end users.
Yes.
Basically.
Individual consumers.
Yeah, individual
Let's
consumers.
quickly take in Mr. Prabhakar from Malleshwaram calling in. Go on, Prabhakar.
Yeah, my experience with online retailing.
Yes.
My experience with online retailing has been excellent.
Yes.
I was looking for a cardless, handset. I could not I tried looking at various places, you know, the shops in Bangalore over telephone. I didn't get a proper response. But online, I could do a lot of research. And when I went to a particular website, you know, Flipkart, I could get all the information, and I finally got a very good deal.
Okay.
I got a handset which had 80 numbers phone book, okay, which was giga set, okay. I could get it online, and they delivered it on time, and the thing is, this handset is operating extremely well.
Okay.
I had another experience where I ordered a table for a laptop. Okay, it came defective, but when I returned it, they refunded the entire amount I had spent for ordering as well as returning the table, and they also gave me apologies for that. That kind of a service I never got in regular shops.
I think you must have not tried it at a regular store, but I think me and probably many other conservative buyers who still would like to go to a shop and buy. I've had excellent experiences with every possible store. I think it's more more responsibility on the store owner to make sure that they're delivering it in the right in the right format, or the best possible goods being supplied, because if they slip anywhere, the store is open, the shopkeeper is right there, anybody can come and catch hold of them anytime. So I think it's your responsibility to ensure great service to its customers. So great there, Prabhakar has had a good experience online, but we are not speaking of experiences, we are speaking of a fair play in the market. Right? Let's quickly take in Srinivas from Infantry Road calling in. Go on, Srinivas.
Hi.
Yes, hi, go on. Srinivas?
Hi, I really support those people, who are sitting there, because, I had two experiences. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, go on, Srinivas.
Yeah, okay. 3 times I've been fooled by online. Number one, 2 years back, I bought a mobile.
Yes, go on, Srinivas. Can you hear us?
Yeah. The first time is I fooled, I bought a mobile phone. It is equivalent to Apple S4.
Right.
I bought it, not even 2 days it worked.
Okay.
That is really a foolishness. The second thing is, for my daughter, I bought 3 chudidar for 599 rupees.
Okay.
In the paper, when I looked at, wow, beautiful it is. One wash, now I'm using it for mopping my house. No, I'm telling you honestly, this is how, online people are cheating.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we can't say that all online portals are cheating, but definitely a few of them, like the guests in our studio, say that they need to match up to their losses. So probably these are the, ways and tricks they're using to make up for their losses there.
Support the freedom.
Right. Thank you, Srinivas, for joining us. There you go. Equally good and bad responses of people that they've had online. But the one benefit, I think, is that retail stores, you can't go wrong, possibly. Your stores are open, you can come in.
They can come and catch us.
Yeah, we can come and catch you anytime. I think that's the thing. Okay, so while we all understand this, what's the request that you've put forth to the government? I see you holding a placard there, Mr. Siddiq. What is that?
Nabila will be surprised. Customers do not know that HP is kept Snapdeal, Amazon, India and eBay, calling them as unauthorized to sell HP products.
Okay.
But still these people are unashamedly selling these products of HP.
Okay.
So this is what is happening.
What does it say that HP officially says that they're not?
HP is written, it's a disclaimer from HP. It says
just show it to the cameras there, Siddiq. Yeah.
It says the following online stores are not authorized to sell HP products. They have named Snapdeal, eBay, and Amazon. Still these people are selling the products. I'm worried if the customers are buying from these people, they will not get the warranty, they will not get the advantages what they have buying from our kind of stores like the scheme. They get additional warranty, proper support from HP.
Do they get service if you buy online?
At times, no.
At times, but what about the other times? Who services these products then?
No, like the other person was telling, okay, most of the times it's immediately. When you get it, 1 week, 10 days, you will return, you will get it.
Yeah.
Afterwards, after 3 months, anything fails, definitely you're not going to get any kind of supports.
Yeah.
Back-end supports are not there in online. Okay, definitely it's going to, if they think it's all short term, with respect to time, everybody will realize, yes, definitely they're not going to get the services on online.
See, what happens is, the minute a consignment comes and you open it up and you find it defective, definitely within 30 days, I mean, as Flipkart and others climb, they might replace it. I'm not saying no. But what happens is, subsequently, if it is, say, about a month and a half or 2 months down the line, see, they may not take any responsibility. And of course,
and you're saying that there is a threat that they could reservice products and
that's what I'm
package it.
saying. See, if it is a refurbished product, then God only save you. And if it has come through the proper channels, I don't think the brand owners can negate them the service. But again, they will have to do a lot of exercise.
And this is a fact. You've experienced these things happening. Refurbished products being packed again and sold.
It is definitely there.
I think you might get one of the calls on your
No, we are not saying that this happens with the knowledge of the retailers. We sympathize or pity retailers also, e-commerce people. They don't know what product they are shipping to the customer, what is inside the pack. The retailers, courier boys go to the establishment, I mean sales establishment, the marketplace, they have placed an order for a product, they pick it up with the full belief that inside what is packed is the one what is ordered.
Now, what about online portals that say open, see, feel, and then
No. That is at the end of the customer. Customer will receive it. He will not be able to immediately identify what is the technological defect, defect related to the performance of the product, what is the physical condition. Sometimes you will not be able to make it. So the performance issues come only after few days.
Right.
We don't know. As I told you.
Yeah, but what about online portals that say that you can open the pack, see, feel, and then pay if you're satisfied?
You have to pay first. You have to pay first.
Aren't there a few?
No.
You have to pay first.
To pay first.
The courier
Yeah, Mr. Habib, yeah.
You have to pay first. Then later on you have to open and check. Then in case if you have any problem, then you can return it back or you can log a call back.
Oh, you have to pay,
But you have to pay
then
first.
you can return
Yes,
it.
you cannot open it.
Return arrival product, then they immediately replace it. If it is not, then we'll have to take it back.
Right.
No, these are technology product. You cannot know everything at the time, no?
Yeah,
Only
it is not a consumer product
Yeah.
which you can make out so easily. It is not a lipstick or it is not a
No, but what we
lifestyle
understand
product.
here is the problem here persists not just with the IT, the sector or retail stores. It's across industries. It's across garment industries and whatnot. Even
Everything,
vegetables, for God's sake, crying out loud, it's sold online now. So the problem is everywhere, right? But definitely, I think electronics is the worst hit because people don't really need to come touch, feel, and see to buy because it's if it is. HP says they are unauthorized, but otherwise most of the brands like I wouldn't want to name them. Most of the big cell phone brands are launching it online first. So nobody, they don't doubt it. Let's quickly take in a caller. Raghu from Maruti Sevanagar calling in. Go on, Raghu.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you see, I'm now finding these days buying online is much more easier.
Yes.
And it is actually more convenient.
Yes.
For the simple reason, I had some bad experiences every time I went to SP Road.
Okay.
And the way the people they serve the customer is really not so good.
Right.
And recently I went to buy one internal hard disk for my computer.
Right.
And these guys, they were insisting for cash payment. And I'm finding the entire SP Road, these people are really evading tax, I feel. Because as a banker, I know they should not refuse credit card, but they refuse. Entire SP Road, not a single shop accepts credit card.
Okay.
And they insist on payment of cash. And when I ask them why you are refusing credit card, these guys say that is the instructions from their banker. I said, who is your banker? They said Axis Bank, HDFC, ICICI. I said, you see, there is a Reserve Bank order that they should not charge anything over and above the invoice value. And these guys, they charge 2% over and above the invoice value. Right. And this is something atrocious. I take up the matter with the government also.
Let's have the association president himself answer to that, Mr. Anand.
His name is Srinivas.
Yeah. Ravi.
Mr.
Raghu,
Ravi.
sorry, Raghu.
Raghu, it may be one of very stray cases for this kind of situations to be encountered. Today, with the stringent laws of Commerce Tax Department enforced, there is no scope for anybody to escape taxation. There is an input tax which you enjoy when your incoming material comes through your supplier, and you have to necessarily bill it and show the breakup of the tax, and you have to file the returns. There is no possibility. If the credit card is rejected or not accepted for whatsoever reason, that may be different, but it is not the question of not entitling you to receive a invoice, and he had given an invoice to you, he had charged the tax also to you, there is a tax breakup also, that is a valid document. This is not for evading tax. Maybe credit card not being accepted, maybe for a different reason.
No, I'll tell you.
Sridhar will say.
No, they're charging, but can you please explain me? Hello?
Tell me.
Can you please explain me why they want to charge 2% more than the actual amount they are selling?
I mean, for the credit card,
If I use a credit
you would have
card.
said, if you are going to swipe your card, you would have asked for 2% because the credit card company will take that commission away. So you would have definitely said 2% if you are using the credit card.
You see, I'll tell you, if I swipe my card at a jewelry shop for ₹1,00,000 of rupees, they don't charge even 1 rupee more than what is the price.
There is, I will tell you what happens. Shops on Commercial Street, Brigade Road and things like that, okay, there the credit card companies absorb, because what happens is many of these guys, okay, are doing a business which is more than about 5 to 6 lakh rupees every month. There the commissions are absorbed by the credit card companies. But in case of small retailers, see, okay, the credit card companies charge. So, okay, so that is why I would have charged 2% if you are swiping the card. I don't find anything wrong with that.
I'll tell you, sir. I'll give an example. When I insisted, you have any written instructions from your banker to charge more or the commission from the customer, they were not having anything. They were not having any written instructions from the bankers whose machines they are using for swiping the card.
See, the simplest thing is, if you are swiping a card in a petrol pump, okay, they will charge you the service fee.
No, you see, that is credit card company itself is
Same thing in case of retailers who are doing less value transactions on credit card, 2% is charged. That is, I think it is a very well known fact.
No, thing is, petrol bunks, it is actually, even in the company's credit card issuing banks itself are openly telling, yes, we are charging more if you use your card at the petrol bunk. But when I use a card in any of your shops on SP Road, they don't have instructions from the bankers who have supplied them with a swiping machine.
No, Mr. Raghu, it may be very stray incident.
No, sir. Yeah, I can.
No. What I meant is, if they are already offering you a product at 1% or 1.5% margin, how do you expect him to absorb 2% charges on the credit card? So SP Road is a very, people who walk into SP Road are very price sensitive expectations. They go hoping that the prices offered there are very less, and yes, we do agree that the prices offered are very less there. They literally operate at 1% or 2% margin, and when you give your credit card to swipe and give you a facility of credit card usage, they would have not obliged for that reason, perhaps.
Right, Mr. Raghu, I hope your questions have been answered. Thank you for joining us. We have so many callers calling in to say that. What is your reaction finally as we come to a close, sir?
No, basically it's we want everybody should be there. No, retailer both should go simultaneously together.
Yes.
Without any price war actually.
Yes. What's the solution here? What's the solution?
Let's
cut it.
Our President Mr. Rao was saying about Competition Commission of India. See, over the last 6 months, the Commercial Tax Department has given a mandate that we will have to basically upload the sales and purchase month on month. Now we are doing that religiously. We have been uploading the sales and purchase. So if you take any stray purchase from our file and then compare an apple to an apple and see the online prices, there will be a lot of difference. So I would urge the Commercial Tax Department and the government to look, and the Competition Commission of India to basically look into this matter. See, if you basically compare from there is a lot of difference. How they are selling in minus, and when they are selling minus, even again the revenue also is being paid is less to the government. So that is what I want
Right.
to say.
Mr. Habib, what's the steps that you're really taking at curbing this problem here, as collectively, all of you together? Are you all doing something? Approaching? Are you all approaching Mr. Mahesh?
Yeah, we are planning to approach certain authorities with the help of my friends.
Isn't it should be done sooner than later? Isn't it?
Otherwise,
all over India actually this process is going on. No?
Yeah.
All over India association is getting together and trying to fight against these things and trying to put it in government ear. Please look into it.
Let it be a fair trade.
Coexist. Make everybody coexist and create a level playing field.
Absolutely.
So whether they also can survive, we also can survive.
Absolutely. We have Ajit calling in from Hyderabad. Let's quickly take in a caller there. Go on, Ajit.
Yeah, hi team. I was watching, the show,
yes,
which is online. To be frankly, I've been shopping online, recent times. I bought in some, clothes, which is a branded one. And as of now, I have not, bought any electronic item.
Okay.
Because I have some information which you people have to come back to me that, all the electronic components are basically imported from other countries and supplied to India.
Yeah.
Because of that, there might be a price change.
Uh-huh.
So that is what my question to you people. Is it the OEMs, like, Samsung or whatever, it could be any vendor who supplies to Indian market at a different price compared to the other countries, there is a different price. So the maximum retailers, the online guys are buying in large volumes and they are supplying back to India on a lower price.
Would you answer that?
I don't think that's not the case.
I don't think there is a merit in that. See, what happens is you have got technology distributors. See, most of the components which come in are through these technology distributors only. I don't think anything is being independently imported by these e-commerce companies and being resold into India.
It is not feasible.
But the only thing is, what he said makes a point is, most of the things that are sold on these e-portals are multinational brands. To that extent, we agree. All these are multinational brands only, which whatever the retailer is saying, the same thing he's saying. But I don't think they are importing it directly, and that is how they are getting that advantage. Definitely, I don't think that is the thing.
Right. So we come down to the end of this talk here. Before we wrap, it'll be great if you want to make an appeal to the government as well as the public. Whatever you want to say, please go ahead.
Yeah. Now, government is one of the targets we are looking at to address our concerns and grievances. Prior to that, the OEMs, brand owners, we have got a strong message to them that this predatory pricing, if they encourage e-tailers to continue, we had already given memorandums, we had already given substantial evidence. We also told them that the crisis of this, by way of deadlock on issue not being resolved, the key is with the vendors, key is with the owners. They have every right to evolve a minimum operating price or market operating price.
Right.
They can dictate that this price, below this price, nobody could sell this product. That is number one. And they should, on behalf of, they admit that it is beyond our control. We don't have control on the price of the product of our own. But it is, it's all a, I was to just satisfy us.
Yeah.
They have a right to approach a legal bodies to fight for the regulation of the price. This is number one, remedy. Number two, in the form of comfort tax or whatever it is, to avoid all these complications, there has to be a slapping of some comfort tax to the tune of 13% or 15%, wherein these price disparities could be overcome.
Yes.
That is number two. Another thing is the Competition Commission of India, we are approaching on the ED and Commerce Tax Department point of view also, we had given enough of document evidence and we have approached them.
And?
Now, end of the day, what we are looking at is, now key is with the OEMs, vendors, we are going to announce nationwide purchase ban. We are going to deny any supplies from them. We are not going to place any purchase orders on them. We are boycotting all the brands of the products which are predominantly sold on the e-portal, because after all they are enjoying 85% plus business from them. But it's only ironical that for an extended reach they are depending on the e-portals,
yes,
who are offering predatory
yes,
pricing, and we want to condemn that. But I also would like to put on record here, the kind of icons in Indian IT industry, I don't want to name them.
So, yeah, we're short on time, yeah.
Okay. These technocrats are big icons of the IT industry. They are also encouraging by making their investments in these portal companies, which are no less than a gambling companies.
So definitely condemn the act. I think all of you here are condemning it. I'm so sorry, sir. We are short on time. We can't take any more feedback. But definitely we would wish that the government has heard you, does really something to regulate the online sales and make sure that hefty discounts are not allowed. At least even if they are allowed, it is matching up to the retail stores as well, making it a more fair ground and a more level playing ground of competition. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for a special discussion on the other side.